Again, if I just want to summarize and have a conclusion on what I've been discussed so far, is that there is a blockchain system offering residential and data center IPs called Mysterium. It offers a provider and consumer node scenario, and provider nodes here are the nodes that offers their residential or data center IPs. Also, the consumer node are the nodes that seek to get connected to a residential or DC IP, and this connection is only just possible using OpenVPN and WireGuard protocols, or any other VPN protocols in the future. So another terminology used for Mysterium whole system is decentralized VPN here. It means that a VPN connection that happens over a blockchain system. In this scenario, if a consumer node wants to wants to connect to a England residential IP provider to get a residential IP address via VPN connection, he just select one of the England providers from the proposals, paying Myst coin to that provider, and the connection through OpenVPN and WireGuard happens. And the consumer node only pays for each gigabit he uses, and there is no monthly or membership subscriptions. So one of the disadvantages that Mysterium has, and there is no option for it because the Mysterium scenario cannot handle the connection modes in proxies. It can only do this throughout creating VPN connections. But here's the point. Here's the idea and solution we have developed, that our team have developed, and adding features to a solution that we can create proxies on Mysterium network. So how this happens and what scenario I'm talking about is that by creating these VPN connections throughout OpenVPN and WireGuard and getting residential IP addresses, we can offer outside clients proxies and forward their traffic throughout the proxy to those VPN connections. So what happens in final is that the client uses residential proxies. So in this scenario, I create a consumer node and connect to one of the USA provider nodes to get a residential VPN connection. So here I have, as an example, a WireGuard VPN connection, and I'm paying the provider node throughout Myst coins to get the connection, maintain the connection live and using it. Another consumer node connects to England provider node, and another from London, and another consumer node wants to connect to another provider node in another city throughout different protocols. But as an example, I mentioned WireGuard here. I maintain these connections on my server, and for each connection I have, I build proxies. HTTP SOCKS 5 or whatever protocol, basically both SOCKS and HTTP supported, and give these connections to my customers. So here what happens is I get this HTTP or SOCKS connection to this client. There's a new client. Sorry. For example, I give the user 111 on port 3031. HTTP proxy. When I offer this HTTP proxy to my client, after sending traffic via the client to this proxy address, I forward the traffic from this proxy connection to this consumer node, and it reach to the USA provider node 1, and finally my client can use this residential IP connection throughout proxy. With this scenario and what with this solution, I can offer thousands of clients residential proxies or data center proxies and service them with perfect connections like the top residential providers. One of the advantages that this idea has is that the IPs offered by Mysterium network are pretty good and with high anonymity, also following by very cheap prices. If I just want to compare the prices with one of the top residential providers like Bright Data or Oxy Labs, the Mysterium residential IPs are 500% cheaper than those proxies. So if you just use this blockchain network system and offer your clients residential proxies, you can offer them prices 500% cheaper. I'm not getting to the prices details because they are variant, and you can just by installing Mysterium app, checking the prices and noticing what's going on, and each node, whether it is residential or data center, offers what range of prices. Here I demonstrated the whole scenario and not mentioning the exact technical details, just give you a bird's eye view, a scratch of the surface to just get the points and mentioning the whole subject. Thank you for watching. I'm available to answer your further questions. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask.